Hi everyone, welcome back if you're returning. So today's reading is going to be a check-in really overall with a specific person on your mind. So what are their current thoughts and feelings? What is their next action? What messages do they have for you? And then just a couple of oracle cards of guidance and advice. Right, let's get into this. Okay, so the person on my viewer's mind, can you show us what are their true, honest thoughts and feelings at the time that my viewer is watching this, please? A person on their mind, their true, honest thoughts and feelings. I kind of want to say, can you please make the messages clear, almost preemptively? So I wonder if this is somebody who their thoughts are confusing for themselves, so when they try and convey to you what they're thinking and feeling, it's confusing to you. Okay, what are their true thoughts and feelings about my viewer, please? Oh, I mean, that's pretty clear. Wow. The Empress. Okay. Okay, I think this person was confused. They're not now. The blindfold has been lifted. They are seeing clearly. They see you as the Empress. Their true thoughts and feelings. And I mean, these messages are definitely clear so far. 10 of Coins reversed. 8 of Swords. So you're someone they look at you as the Empress. Very abundant, very lots of potential for fertility here. And I don't necessarily mean biologically. I mean, you know, you have an idea, you know how to grow it, that kind of a thing. I feel though that they don't have what they want with you, which is a firm foundation here. This could be someone you did have the 10 of Pentacles with, maybe a relationship, a home, a family, or just one or a couple of those. And something happened and you're in separation, or things are a bit fractured, or you know, they want to see both of you ascending. Maybe it feels like there's some stagnation, or this is someone that just doesn't have that sort of a situation, connection, relationship foundation with you at all, and they're very in their head as to how can I get it. Look at this, the Empress and the Sun. Wow. Well, in this person's mind, there is no one like you. There's no one who compares to you. There's no one who is as everything: funny, charming, charismatic, smart, attractive, successful. No one who makes them as happy. Ace of Wands reversed. Look at this, 2 of Cups. What? Oh my god, and we've got the Emperor, but reversed over here. I mean, I did say, can you make the messages clear? And they are clear. What's on the back? 9 of Cups. Okay. This person's thoughts and feelings, they see you as wish fulfillment. It would be a dream come true to be with you. Their feelings are that you are already connected. You're already their person. They may feel there might be something going on here where you connect in the astral. We've got the moon in the background, or you have dreams about each other, or you somehow are very connected. You know what's going on with each other. At least that's what they're feeling. But when it comes to something external, something visible, it's like they don't have that with you. So they can't go and tell people, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, this is my husband, this is my wife, this is my partner, you know? But they feel that way about you, even if you're in complete separation, you haven't seen each other in a long time. The Empress and the Emperor. Wow. I think there's been a bit of a backstory here in which this person was slower than you, perhaps, to see what they perceive to be the truth about this situation. So they feel like this is very special, very unique, very divine. I think you may have felt that way already. They may have initially thought, oh, it's just passion, or there's a spark, there's some sort of connection, and it's fun, Ace of Wands. But they didn't realise it was actually the full force of the sun, not just one flame. Well, they know it now. They seem to be a bit confused about what to do. Let's see why. What's this 10 of Pentacles reversed? Knight of Wands reversed. Eight of Swords. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. I mean, yeah, in some cases this is what this person wants with you. They want a commitment. They want to build with you. If this is someone you know who is in a relationship with somebody else, they could be stressed because they're saying, okay, with this other person I have a formal official commitment, but I don't have the feelings. But with you I have the feelings, not the commitment. And you know, the peacock, his tail is down, which sort of, it's just a bit sad, you know, it's not as exciting as when the tail is up. So there's something about other commitments they've made, whether their relationship, you know, romantic or not, it's not doing it for them. They might not even feel proud of, if this is a person or a situation, they're not proud of that. It's like they don't particularly want to show this person off, or this job or this situation or whatever it is they have. Yeah, the World reversed. Look, whether this person is attached to someone else or completely single, they just want a new beginning with you. And I think in the past they look back and they feel like they were a Knight of Wands, very unreliable, very focused on the very next step in front of them and no more, mostly interested in what was fun in the moment, didn't have the vision to understand. They weren't just looking at this wand they were holding, they were looking at the sun, you know. They see it now. So I think now they're saying, well, what do I do with this? Let's have a look at the Empress. How do they see you? Because you're in the upright, they're in the reverse. I'm wondering if they see you minding your own business, thriving, doing, you know, well. And they feel like they're faking it a bit. Four of Cups reversed. They may feel like you've moved on, or they might wonder, because it's almost like you're quite quiet. Do you have a new interest? You know, a love interest? Have you accepted a cup, an offer from someone else? If it's not that, can you hear the sirens? That's something they don't like to think about, and they wouldn't like to be true, whether it is or not. Are you just focused on the things in life that you love? Why is the Emperor reversed? Three of Pentacles. See, that's what I mean. They're being productive, they're building things. Usually Three of Pentacles involves other people. They might be fronting, oh, I'm the Emperor, I'm so, you know, happy with what I've been achieving, but they actually don't feel satisfied or that happy. The Emperor reversed can also be creating through force, imposing your will on people, on situations. It doesn't feel authentic or organic, and things created under this energy usually end up, you know, the success is maybe limited or not long lasting or something like that, or you just feel, you know, so miserable. Okay, gosh, so let's see what their actions are going to be. Let's put these to one side. Those thoughts and feelings are very, very clear. And I think that's different. I think they used to feel very confused, or they were unclear with you. We've got the Ace of Swords reversed there, exactly. Okay, so what's this person's next action towards my viewer, please? If any, what are their next actions here? This is a reading that I offer as a personal reading as well, if you're interested. Okay, this person's next actions, please. See, look at this, Ace of Cups. I want a new beginning, but with the World reversed, I'm so focused on the experience we've just had together, or the you know, the last time we interacted, or the journey we have been on, that of course I can't see how to start this new beginning because I'm looking behind me, I'm looking at the past. If this person's heart was closed before, it's very, very, very open now. Eight of Cups. See, look, there's that Three of Pentacles again, but it's reversed. it's like they turned their back on you because they didn't see what was in front of them. They walked towards these 3 pentacles and these other people and built something, and I don't think they want it anymore. Or even if it's going well, it's on a superficial level, or they're going to get to a point where if they don't pull themselves out of this, something will happen, like they'll get burnout, or something will happen to make them, you know, have to go on bed rest for 6 months, or just something will happen to pull them out of it. Okay, let's see. This person's next action. Queen of Cups. They have so much emotion for you. Okay. King of Swords reversed. I think their next action is to be really, really, really cross with how things have gone, and perhaps how they showed up in the past and things they just didn't see. And on the one hand, I can understand that, because I don't think they behaved in a very responsible, considerate way. On the other hand, you can't know what you don't know. Like, you can only know it by learning it, or finding out. And I think the problem here is with their heart space. It was very, very, very closed, if not completely blocked, which maybe led you to wonder, how come they don't see the value here? Is it me? When it was never about you. They may have been walking around in the world just led perhaps by passion or logic, always feeling disappointed with things or something like that, being confused, you know, why doesn't anything ever really reach me deep down? How come no one ever sees me on a deep level? And now they're more connected to things emotionally, and I think they're really upset with how things were. But maybe they need to ask what happened in the first place for them to close off emotionally in that way, because there's probably a reason for that, unless they're actually legit, you know, have some sort of psychopathy going on, and really don't feel empathy, which I think is probably not the case looking at this. Then it was probably maybe self-protection or a safety mechanism or something like that. Like, I think they need to forgive themselves in order to really move forward here. Like, maybe it's almost like you both need to forgive yourselves for certain things, and whether it's things you feel you did to one another or to yourselves here, or how you showed up, and also forgive maybe certain things that you did toward each other or said to each other, or how you behaved. Or I just think understanding and forgiveness will help. And I think often understanding helps, you know, with the forgiveness part. Sometimes, not always. Okay, Ten of Wands reversed. See, look, it's like the moment they turned their back and walked off is the moment life started getting really heavy and burdensome. And they may not initially have made that connection. Yeah, see, that's exactly it. Judgment reversed. They need to pull themselves out of this, or it's going to happen for them, to them. So their next action here, it looks like they're going to keep scratching their heads saying, what do I do? What do I do? I want this new beginning. I'm thinking too much about the past. I want a fresh start with you, but I've got this thing over here I need to get out of. So I'm not seeing any action towards you right now. With all this cup energy, you might be feeling very pulled in energetically towards them, but I'm not seeing them necessarily doing something in a tangible 3D way. Look at that, Three of Wands, exactly. I think they're going to be unintentionally pulling you towards them, manifesting you, simply because of how much they are thinking of you and feeling connected to you. What's underneath here? Queen of Pentacles reversed. See, this is it. Who is this Queen of Pentacles? She needs to go. Whether it's a he, she, they, them, group of people, a parent, partner, I don't know. Like, I just think this is someone in the way here. And if it's not a specific person, it could be trying to please a particular person, live up to their expectations, do what makes them happy. Page of Cups, Nine of Swords. All this person wants to do is be in their heart space here and just talk to you, spend time with you, be completely transparent with you about how they feel. But yeah, angry, very angry. Let's see, King of Swords reversed. I think they need to understand intentions. I think on the whole, this isn't someone who set out to intentionally be really mean or nasty. If you've dealt with someone like that, then this may not be about that person, because I think this is just someone who, they acted from a place of being confused, which left others confused. You know, and possibly hurt and all of that, and destruction, and you know, left destruction in their wake, but they didn't intend to. Which doesn't mean things, you know, doesn't mean they didn't have an impact on people, but at least, you know, the intention wasn't to deliberately set out to destroy people. Because I think they maybe have done things in relationships, friendships, maybe even to family members. Tell me about this King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles reversed. They may also have gotten themselves attached to people's situations from like this codependent space, because they didn't see themselves and their own abilities to create for themselves clearly, and they regret that because now they have these actual tangible things out in the world that they have to figure out how to separate from, or what to do with. You know, things they created that they wouldn't probably have done if they were in a better space. We've got the Lovers. Yeah, and the Devil, exactly. Two sides of the same coin here, shadow and light. They're acting from the Lovers now, sort of like this highest vibration of companionship, love, all of that, you know, like unconditional love, not oh, no matter what you do I'll always love you, but from a very detached perspective, I respect that you're going on your own journey, and I just think they need to be that way with themselves, give themselves a bit of understanding and, you know, a bit of grace here. Yeah, maybe think about why were they acting from their shadow side before, what got them into that position. What experiences did they have, which then will enable them to come to you and express themselves. And I think, you know, whatever you feel about this person in terms of moving forward, it might be just nice to hear, you know, I'm sorry I hurt you if they did. It definitely wasn't intentional. I didn't even realize it was happening. I had my own things to work through. You know, just a conversation about things. We have look at that, we've got the bouquet of flowers and the dog. This person's super loyal to you, but it's almost like you wouldn't know it because they're not speaking, but they feel it in their heart for sure. And also we've got 9, and then we have 18. 2 9s makes 18, so it's something about partnership. We have the Empress and the Emperor before. Oh my god, and then the 1 and the 8 makes 9. 999. In the UK, that's the number of the emergency services. We have the sirens before. They could even feel a bit panicked, like there's some time pressure here or something. Or it's been this startling revelation of how they feel about you, and then the crushing revelation of, my gosh, I feel this way about you, and yet I treated you that way. So I don't think they have any anger towards you. I think they're angry with themselves, to be honest, and the situation that they're in now. Okay, let's see. So I'm using this deck as part of the messages, and then I have another messages deck. See, look at that. We have the staircase. They have a choice. They may feel like they already had a choice and they chose the wrong staircase, but in actual fact, they have a choice now. They just need to focus on what they want and choose that staircase, because they're looking at the past and not realizing why they're so confused about what to do next, because they're not looking. It's like if you're trying to get a ball through a hoop, but you're looking at your feet. You need to look up. And again, 22, a master number, 2's being about partnership. And also there's something about one step at a time. Okay, so I think this card, is it the Tower? I'll have a look, but it's not the Tower like in Tarot. It talks about, it's almost like the Hierophant, you know, institutions, a pillar of strength, that kind of thing. And then we have the Tree. So where's the book? Okay, let's see. Yeah, 19, Tower. So yeah, organizations, institutions and governments, boundaries and restrictions. I describe your ambitions as well as your expectations. Yeah, there's something here they need to get away from, represented by this Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if it's a marriage, relationship, family, kind of beliefs, expectations, a job, the sort of beliefs of society. I don't know, but they've gotten themselves into something that, it's like they're in the middle of this. There are all these people around, theoretically all having the same beliefs, except this person here doesn't share their beliefs, so they're just standing in the middle of all these people, feeling very lonely but restricted. And it, you know, it's like they're expected to do the same thing as everyone else around them. Oh, okay, and let's have a look at the Tree. I am here to stay and grow. I am the health of your body, mind and soul. Look for the cards next to me to find out more about me. I'll get another one, but it's like, what are you going to invest in? You have a choice. Are you going to invest in something that on the surface is thriving, but you're miserable? Or are you going to choose differently? These two. We have the, yeah, exactly. Okay, so we have a compass here and we have a message, a letter, something being delivered. So maybe this is saying they are going to choose a different direction and then you will get communication from them. We have, you know, a hand-delivered letter, so it feels like it's not the fastest here. But it doesn't have to, you know, doesn't mean it's going to take years. Instead of them sending it and you receiving it in 2 seconds, it might just take 2 days, you know. Okay, so let's see. I do think there's a lot they want to say to you already, because she's on is it called a carousel with the horses that go round and round? So it's almost like she's got her bag, she's got her letter, she's on the horse, she's ready to go, but it's not a real horse. It's not going anywhere except around in circles. So I think they're just holding on to this desire to talk to you, to speak with you. Yeah, look, unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. And that is the problem with how they're looking at it. It's almost like they're saying we have unfinished business, the world reversed. Let's pick up from where we left off. I think they need to accept the past is done. Whatever happened, happened. You can have a new beginning that can be better than the past, as maybe the new people that you are today. Of course, it totally depends on if you're open to that. We have irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. Conversation. Yeah, I want to call you and hear your voice. Broken, I feel shattered about this situation. Daydreaming, I'm always longing for you. Destiny, I'm struggling to find the right path. Are you kidding? And then we've got that staircase wherever it is. Okay. So let's get some guidance and advice. I just looked over and saw 24. So partnerships, foundations, that could have a special meaning just for you as well. Guidance and advice for my viewer, please. Ah, chameleon. Stay in the background and adapt to the situation rather than being conspicuous and attempting to direct the course of events. So this feels like it's saying you just keep doing you. yeah, just focus on you, to be honest. This person's going through what they're going through. It's also making me think of dancing, just because chameleons, I think it's chameleons, do that thing with their feet. So maybe there's something about dancing for someone, or moving your body, or doing things that are more physical. I'm thinking as well of anxiety. I saw a video somewhere that said if you're ever feeling anxious, if you put your arms out and make circles with them, it can help, because it's almost like you're signaling to your brain it's actually safe. Look, I can stretch out, I can move, I don't have to be in the fetal position protecting my vital organs, you know? So I don't know if there's something about anxiety for someone as well. Okay. Divine order, yeah. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. So this feels like the guidance and advice is there's nothing that needs to be forced or done or changed. Everything is actually unfolding around you. And the best thing for you to do is just really focus on yourself and the things you can do, want to do in life in general. Okay, so I will leave this here. I hope it helped. I hope it, was useful or interesting in some way. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.